Hi, I'm Maurice Martin, and today CRN goes on the road to Montrose, Colorado. Co-ops around the country have been fielding questions about renewable energy from their members. For most in-use consumers, the price of solar PV and wind turbine cannot be justified. But the staff of Delta Montrose have a unique solution for their members who are interested in renewable energy. Join me as we learn about Delta Montrose's Community Solar Program. I'm here with Jim Hennigan, Renewable Energy Engineer for Delta Montrose. Jim, tell us about the Community Solar Program. How does it work and how did it get started?
Well, it got started primarily from one of our board members. Mike Schrammick was a real champion for the program, and he really wanted some program where we could give people access to solar energy, solar electricity, without them necessarily having to go through the difficulties of having a system installed on site. And that was really the impetus for our program.
What reaction have you gotten from the members?
The members' reaction has been fantastic. We completed the installation of the arrays at the beginning of this year, and we had to go through getting our tariffs in place and the public hearings associated with that. But we were up and running on March the 1st, and what we did was we leased portions of the array in as little as $10 increments. But we had, I think it was a total of 84 members that ultimately purchased the full amount, or I should say leased that full amount, in just about 2 months, which was just fantastic. They were all excited. We had an initial sort of public relations event back in February. We had a great turnout both here and at our Reed site in Delta County, and just wonderful interest. The people thought it was a perfect mix of, for those that wanted to install on site, they still can, but for those who are looking for an alternative, this was just a perfect fit for them. It was a great reaction.
Now I understand you're going to be adding to the array that we see here. What are you adding and when is that going to come online?
Yeah, so we are going to actually double the size of what you see here right now, and it's scheduled to be installed by the end of June this year. We had such a great response, as I mentioned earlier, with the membership and their desire to have this product or this service, that we were excited to go before our board of directors and get approved to go ahead and do that second phase. So we'll double the total size of both arrays, this one and the one in Delta County.
And if you had to start the project over again, what would you do differently?
Yeah, so it's funny because when you do something the first time, you definitely think you've got it all figured out, and then you learn the lessons. So I would say the biggest lesson we learned was the internal systems, the things in accounting, in our billing programs, things like that. Getting that set up to actually be able to accommodate the aspects of this program for our membership, that took a lot longer and it took a lot more work than we had initially had figured. So I'd get started on that earlier, and I would work on what those possibilities might entail. Get your accounting and your billing folks involved early for a program like this.
Now, other co-ops are getting inquiries from their members about renewable energy. What advice would you give to them about starting a program such as this?
Well, the biggest advice I could give them that I think would be most helpful is the aspect of our program that is perhaps unique in the state and maybe in the country is that for as little as $10, our members can lease a portion of this array. Now, admittedly, that's a small amount of electricity generation. At our rates, about 50 to 60 cents a year. But it also, so that's a one-time payment, but it also allows them, if they wish, as long as we have capacity available, a member can spend $10 and then maybe the next month or the next quarter another $10, and they basically can get into this program for a small amount of money. And as long as the capacity is available, they can do so continuously. Now that's a one-time payment that gives them a 25-year lease. That small upfront cost, if you will, that initiation cost, is what I think was key to us getting this thing leased so quickly. I would certainly encourage them to look for ways that they can structure programs such that their members can, in a very affordable way, get started in getting solar electricity or any other form of renewable energy. That's definitely the biggest thing I think that's made our program a success.
The staff of Delta Montrose listened to their members and created an innovative program to meet their needs. Other co-ops, such as United Power, have created similar programs. The program fills a need and helps the members of Delta Montrose be green. To learn about other innovative co-op programs, visit the CRN Center for Energy Innovation on cooperative.com.